Yeah, but don't get me wrong. It's still brick out here. Make sure I rush my way home. That shot is beautiful, actually. Oh. Okay, this is gonna be, I guess, a little intro right here. Yeah, but we're doing legs today. This was during the snowstorm. Kind of waiting until later in that day to kind of make the travel. But yeah. So get into it. Start off with some leg extensions here. I do this as a sort of pre-exhaust. Just to warm up my knees, so they don't really give me any irritation or any problems during my squats. I do about 5 sets here, 5 sets to failure, just to get my quads up and going, get my knees up and going as well. So I'm prepared and I can ease my way into some heavy squatting. I've been dealing with some knee joint issues past couple months. Um, that's on me for not prioritizing recovery. Taking deload weeks. I might not be physically 100%, but mentally I'm always there in regards to training regimen. Like I like to give 100% no matter what, even when my body's breaking down. That's not something it's not something you should follow in my footsteps with really, but that's just the way I train. Try to give it 100%. Work my way around injuries. But wanted to see if I can get a working set with 455, and I went up smooth, but I decided to lower the weight just a little bit, just so I don't really irritate it even more. This is lighter than what I usually do. Still dealing with some joint issues in my knee, so I'm hoping to get some quality reps. This right here, 425 on the bar. Let's get to it. This past, I say, month or two, haven't been able to go heavy on squats. Dealing with a lot of joint pain. So currently, I'm trying to warm my way up back to my working weight, which is 455. I used to rep that out for some good hypertrophy reps. But, I'm trying to maintain my longevity, my health. So trust me, this isn't a good way of doing that. Jumping into some heavyweight like this, but a lot of the times I don't listen to my body. The mentalities kind of overlaps what I'm feeling physically most of the time. So yeah, enough of me yapping. Oh, I don't like that. That was horrible. Oh man. I'll probably give y'all a warning though, but here are my legs. Said nothing crazy. A little angle. Oh jeez. I don't know if that's good. You lower that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post this or not, but we're looking somewhat decent. Yeah, I mean, my leg days are pretty basic. The squats, leg extensions, and then for hamstrings, I'll probably do leg curls and RDLs. I mean, but I've probably seen it on what I do on TikTok. But and today I'm just doing quads. So yeah, 8 sets total. Got a decent pump. Might get out of here. Actually, no. Gotta do some calf work. Might do some abductors and then a little cardio. Again, this was a quick session. Didn't really do too much. And like I said, 8 sets. That was the mentality coming in. Just in and out. Not trying to do anything too crazy. And the weather played a big factor in that. Snowstorm and all. Freezing out there, But that goes into this conversation about your mindset. And showing up on those days where, circumstances might not play in your favor. Just showing up, and putting in effort, it fortifies you mentally, physically, even spiritually in some aspects. It's better to, to fail at, something every single day instead of, not even putting in any effort or no effort at all. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, of course. Getting a chance to, put in some hard work. I mean, despite, the externalities that didn't play, in my favor. You see right here. It's, I think it was like what, negative. Well, it felt like -2. due to the wind, but it was freezing out there. But it's days like these, it's circumstances like these where showing up, plays in your favor. Showing up strengthens you, and always be grateful for for whatever circumstances come by in life, right? Because you get to experience them. Experience the good and bad that comes with life. Life's your journey. Every new chapter doesn't come with success. Most of the times, failure, learning lessons. Just experience those lessons. It helps you build yourself in a way. Your introspection, learning about yourself, and like I said, it's a journey. Life's a journey, and it's always show gratitude that you get to experience life in its unpredictability. That's all I have to say. But God bless always.